Welcome to episode 2 of Rating Your Nitro Type Profiles. We are currently in season 2. I'm excited to continue to do this. This is a very popular series that everyone who watches it seems to enjoy. And as long as you guys enjoy this, I will continue to make these. So, if you would like to enter yourself, and I highly recommend you do, you can check the description of this video. There will be a video link there. If you watch those instructions, it'll explain exactly how to enter. It doesn't really matter how good your Nitro Type account is. This isn't really just a competition. It is just a way to get feedback on your profile, and everyone who enters actually gets an equal chance to win some Nitro Type cash. And speaking of winning Nitro Type cash, I do also have a giveaway currently running on my channel. I will link that video in the description as well. Make sure to watch those instructions if you'd like to enter. But let's get on with the first profile. Alright, so the first entry for the second episode is Red Hood. They said that the best thing about their profile was the fact that they always use random cars. That's a nice thing. Definitely switching it up a little bit is very interesting. I think the worst thing about their profile is that they don't have a lot of profile views. That's okay, I don't really grade on that. I really think that's irrelevant for most players, simply because most people aren't top leaderboarders and the people that are generally tend to be botters. And if they could change one thing about their profile, it would be the amount of races on their account. Alrighty. So they did put in some video ideas. Of course, I don't read those on the video, but I do keep those in like a mental notepad in my head, because I do enjoy reading your guys' video ideas, and I try to use as many of them as I can. Let's head over to Red Hood's profile. So, I'm here at Red Hood's profile. They have a words per minute of 74, which will give them 1 point. They have 12,176 total races. That will give them 1 point. They joined on February 29th, 2020. That will give them half a point. Their car and their trail go together quite well. I actually think this works super well with the flame here and then kind of the candy cane flame thing here. It blends together pretty well, and that will give them 1 point. Their garage is pretty decent, if I remember. Again, I rate these beforehand. It's pretty well organized. It's not obvious at first glance, but there's definitely organization. King of the race cars, trucks here, got some Christmas cars here. I'm trying to find some others. There were definitely others when I checked beforehand. But total they had 195 cars, which means that they have between 6 and 10 garage sections. That will give them 1.5 points. It is pretty well organized. That will give them 2 points. No bonus points here, but a very nice 7 total points. Alright, our next entrant is sub to Techno Typist YouTube. I have seen Techno Typist around. I know him a little bit. So let's talk about what they said on their profile response form. They think the best thing about their profile is their views and words per minute. They think the worst thing about their profile is races/garage organization. If they could change one thing about their profile right now, it would be to add more races. Alright, and they added some video ideas. Very nice. Let's move on to rate their profile. Alright, I am here at sub to Techno Typist YouTube's profile. Let's get started. Words per minute of 114. Very nice. That will give you 1.5 points. They have a race count of 30,111 total races. That will give them 1.5 points. They joined November 1st, 2018, just a few months after I did. Again, I joined in early March, so part of the 2018 gang I see. That will give you 1 point. Their car and their trail go together fairly well. The green of the car matching with the green of the trail. I'm not very picky with this. I just like to include it because I do think it's an important part of the profile. It will give them 1 point. They have 290 cars, which will give them between 6 and 10 garage sections. Again, I think this is a very nicely organized garage. I like the consistent color scheme, and they have a lot of cars. Again, you can see they're using the infinity garage, but with my new mathematical calculations, I can figure out how many garages they actually would have. So again, very good job on that. Organized, very well organized. We'll give you 2 points on that. That will give you a total of 8.5 points, the highest of today so far. Good job. Not much I would really suggest. Let's move on to the next response. The next response comes from Eclipse Studio YouTube. They said the best thing about their profile was their collection. I'm assuming they mean collection of cars. They think the worst thing about their profile is the organization. Fair enough, that is a fairly difficult thing to do. And if they could change one thing about their profile right now, it would be the amount of legendary cars they have. So, let's rate their profile. Alright, I am here at their profile. As you can see, they're on my team, which automatically wins them the competition. I'm just kidding, but yeah, they're on my team, which is awesome. They have a words per minute of 85, very decent, that will give them 1 point. They have a race count of 4,123 total races, that will give them half a point. They joined June 16th, 2019, that will give them 1 point. Their car and trail actually go together really well, kind of the multicolor of the trail matching with the gradient color of the Corsa Vengeance, one of my favorite Nitro type cars. So yeah, that will give them 1 point. They have 135 cars, which will put them between 3 and 5 garage sections. Again, I don't write down how many, I do all the calculations beforehand, I'm just reading off the rubric. And if we take a look at their garage, it is organized. Some people wouldn't think, but if you look at a closer glance, they've got their sportier cars over here. It looks like they've got their Christmas cars here. They do have a few more others down here. And then, of course, you get all the random cars that you can't sell anymore, so you just all have to throw them down here. So yeah, we'll give you 2 points for organization, 6.5 points. Very good job. Not much I would really suggest. Maybe get that race count up just a little bit, considering that you joined June 16th of 2019. But I know people do retire and things like that. You can see this account's level 1, meaning they haven't raced this season. The winner of this competition for today is Techno Typist with an 8.5 out of 10 points. Very good job. So you will win the $1 million of Nitro type cash, and I will be right back with that. I have sent them their $1 million. Congratulations. Now it's time to determine the winner of the 500K. For those of you who don't know, I give 500K out to just as a random chance for anyone to enter. So of these 3 profiles, I will choose one with a random number generator to figure out who wins. It can be the person who won the competition just to keep things fair. Alright, so the random number generator chose 3, which means that Eclipse Studio wins the 500K. He's the 3rd profile I have rated today. So I will send Eclipse their cash. I'll be right back. I have sent Eclipse their cash. Alright, and that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, it'd be fantastic if you could consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. These videos do take time to make, so any sort of help is appreciated. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one.